Today we're going to take a closer look at the new route planner within the DMD2 Hub page. There's been a lot of updates to the page lately, and today we're going to focus more on the GPX Manager. We're going to focus on the route planner and, of course, the most important feature, how you can sync it directly to your unit. But first thing we do is jump over to hub.dmdnavigation.com, and here you need to create a user or log into your existing one. The first thing we are looking at is the GPX File Section. Within here, you can see the community, which GPX files they have shared. And you can go into a different section. You can choose Europe if you want. You can have all countries or some countries. And they are listed within. And you can go into each route and look at details. Now we just went into a route that Matthias, my friend, just uploaded. And you get an overview of the map, the routes with how many tracks, how many routes and waypoints that are available within the file. There will be a button if you want to add it to your collection. And you can add a little bit of extra information around each route. And I think this is absolutely genius. And I added this to my collection for future reference. And that takes us to the GPX Manager. Go into your profile picture and find your GPX Manager. Within the GPX Manager, you have a couple of options on top where you can choose to make a new GPX. You can either upload a GPX file, you can upload multiple files with waypoints and whatever, and you can create within the planner. You can create new folders within the root folder you have underneath here. I can add a new folder and just to make one test for this video. And here you can start adding files or, yeah, quite intuitive to be honest. And you can backtrack within the file sections with your mouse buttons back and forth, or you can use the names up here over to the root. I've already uploaded the file to my collection, and I can press it and I get the same overview that I would on the file that Matthias just shared. And here this is just one long GPX track that I made with another app earlier. So there's not that much to see within this file. I could, of course, go into the planner and add waypoints and sections or cut it up and do all sorts of things with this. But I will try to show that a little bit more in depth later. You also have a map feature on the GPX Manager, and if you hit that, all the files within your library will be available to look at. And you can also choose to export, and here you can choose what file within your library to export. You will have it as a download zip file. And you can also search within the GPX files, and you can also have different variables selected for which one to search for. You can range them by color, by vehicle, difficulties, tags, or if it's loaded to the DMD unit or not. But to put this a little bit further, let's head over to the planner and I can show you a little bit more how that will be visible in the planner later as well. So I head over to the planner on the top selection on the page. On the left side, you have sections where you can plan a route or a new track. The difference between a route and a track is that the route are snapping to the roads and the track will just be a hand-drawn line from point to point. And a little bit further down on the page, on the left side, you have file management. And here you can select files or GPX from the file manager that we were just into. Inside the map window, you can choose to see it full screen, toggle that on and off for more real estate. You can also preview the map in 3D. You can search for a specific place like you would on Google Maps, and you have the hub locations. And this is kind of important as well. So if you go into the hub location, you have my location and public locations. So my locations are all the waypoints that I have, both online and offline waypoints that or point of interest that I have stored in my location manager. So I can choose to show them on map, and I can also go into the public library and show all of them on the maps. And that is all the users of this ecosystem and the waypoints they have chosen to share with the community. And when I take this away, you can see that the map is starting to get a little bit cluttered. And this can be really helpful or useful if you just want to press on a waypoint and you want to start the route there, or you want to see where to better navigate in certain countries if you're not familiar. And you can easily turn this on and off within the hub location page. I will choose to take it off for now, just to show you how easy it is to plan a route. Now I'm going to zoom into Bergen, and I'm going to go over to the left side of the screen, and I'm going to press new route. Here I will press day 1, and that's the name of the section. And you can also choose the calculation mode. You have road fast, road fun, and match any road, and you have also off-road, easy, medium, and hard. These can be changed afterwards, but I'll leave it on road fast for now. You can also choose road options that are avoid tolls or avoid motorways. I'm not going to avoid anything. I'm going to keep it as is. And then I'm going to just press start adding points. Now you have a little marker down on the bottom of the map where you can choose to snap on the road or not. You can choose to draw freehand, or you can change the routing profile, or to be done with it. But I'm just going to place a point, 1, and then I'm going to head a little bit north. And we're going to continue a little bit north. And you can be really specific and detailed about this, but I'm just going to do a quick one now so you can get a little bit of impression how to use it. It doesn't matter how many points you use or whatever, everything will be shown later. Yeah, let's go up to Ålesund. And now I've roughly sketched out day 1, and I'm going to do finish editing. And now I have the route. I can choose to go in and I can cut a section at the clip point. So I can choose where on this route I want to cut it to make it a split section. I can choose to delete it. I can choose to add a new route. I can add a new track. That is just a straight line. And all of this is quite familiar with the planner that are on the unit itself as well. Or I can add new waypoints. And because this is day 1, I want it to be as is. I want to add a couple of waypoints. And I zoom in on places that I would like to stop. I want to place a waypoint here. The waypoint is a photo stop. I can choose what kind of waypoint it is. This is a scenic area viewpoint. And I will add that. And that will only affect the icon on screen. And I go a little bit further. Here is a fuel station I know of. I want to add that on the map as well. Oh, pardon me. So I can continue to build waypoints on the route as I want. And you can see it on the left side of the screen. I can choose to have it or hide it or have it visible. I can choose to edit the waypoint, or I can delete it. I can also go into the day one section, and I can edit it. I can right click on the mouse and I can choose to edit details. I can set the color. I can add the or different routing profile. I can choose to hide it or invert the direction. I want to set another color, maybe yellow. That is good. That is for day one. But my trip isn't over here. I want to plan a new day. So I just press a new route. I take day 2. Road fast as well. Start adding points. And now I'm just going to leave Ålesund and I'm going to continue toward Trondheim. I want to be sure to visit Molde. And I want to maybe go out and see the Atlantic Coast Road. Oh, shit, undo. Out here is extremely beautiful. And from here, it doesn't matter that much. I'm just gonna go to Trondheim. Yeah, that's the point here. It doesn't matter that much. And here again, you have day 2. I can choose to edit the color. I want to set the color as red, for example. And this is how I just build my route. I will continue to add new waypoints if I want. I know that out here is a spectacular photo place. It's about here. Or I can have a yeah, that is okay. And I'm happy. This is a 2-day trip. I can choose to add much more waypoints. I can be much more specific if I want to. And you also have a routing profile down on the end of the screen or on the lower part of the screen where you can see elevation. And I'm not quite sure if that is 100% accurate, but still it gives a rough overview. It's probably better if you record a trip and put it into the because then you have all the details from the trip. Here it's more, yeah. I can see day 1 as well, how that looks. Yeah, there is no routing profile available. So I'm happy with this waypoint, So I'm happy with this route and I want to save it or export it as a GPX file. So I head over to the left side of the page. I go to export GPX. And here I want to call it test video 1. I can tag it with Norway, for example. Yeah, description of it if you want to be specific about that. The author, the name and my email address, that should probably be blanked out, I think. Doesn't matter. This is more information if you want to share it publicly. But the key feature or one thing that to notice here is you can either download this GPX as is, and it will go directly to your download folder. Or if you want to store it towards your GPX Manager, test video 1, 2. I don't need a tag created, and I want to press the button Save to GPX Manager. And I want to save this as a new file, not replace an existing one. I want it to be put in root folder or in test video that I created a little bit earlier. And now I can choose to save it to the GPX Manager. So when I head back to the hub now, I go into the GPX Manager and I see inside test video, you have test video 2. Here is the file that I just made. And here comes an important part as well. If you want this to be loaded and visible on unit at once, you need to press the button Load to the DMD2 map. And as soon as I do that, it will update on the unit itself. You might need to go into GPX and make it visible. Yeah, there you see it, test video. And now it comes on the unit as you planned it. This is absolutely fantastic. And the same can be done with, if I go back to the root folder and I want to have the community collection, and I want to have the trip that Matthias made, and I want that to be visible on the map as well. I just put load to the DM2 map. Now I can go into the GPX files or GPX section on the unit itself. That one is available. And now you see that is available on the map as well. Same with the route I have here. This makes such a huge difference. You can sit back home with your computer, or you have your laptop with you on the trip, and you can really be specific about the route you plans, and you can make them switch them on and off on the unit with so much more ease than you would using the unit itself. But all this comes together, and it's still early phase. There are a lot of things to explore or to understand more of. I do also believe that a lot of this will be updated as soon as people start using it and find errors or a thing that doesn't work as intended. Keep in mind, this is still really new. The guys behind the DMD2 team are working their ass off to make all the new adjustment that people find. I just saw on their Facebook page there is a lot of requests coming in with stuff that is not working as intended, and I just fix it on the fly. So that is highly impressive. If you find anything that you would like to improve or have, or lack of features, please join the community, give feedback to it, and see and help us make this a better product for everyone. That is the intention behind it. I didn't show how you could change the route you already have. So I can go into the file I just made, and I want to add it with the planner. And now I can choose which one I want to calculate routes and continue with. The route or the tracks, I want day 1 and I want day 2, both of them. I can choose to import the routes as tracks, or I can calculate routes and continue. I choose the latter. And now I have imported the routes and the waypoints. But I would like to add a new day. I want to get back from Trondheim as well. So I create a new route. Day 3. And I just start a little bit outside Trondheim. And I'm not that particular in how I want to get back, but I know I want to get back to Bergen. And that is a selection I'm happy with. I'm not going to do much more to it than that. And then I'm just going to press the red button on the left, Save Edited GPX. And now the GPX file was saved successfully. And I can press it again inside the GPX Manager, and now you see the latest addition to my route was added. But more importantly, it's also added on the unit itself. I also had a chat with John from DMD2, and he sent me a couple of video files about what they are working on, and I asked him if I was able to share it with you guys. There will be a new UI UI, or what it's called, on the units. There will be a much better or much simpler interface of everything. And I do think that the stuff he showed me is really impressive. And again, it just shows how much effort and passion are put into this. And yeah, I highly recommend you guys to join into the community, jump over to the hub page, try it out for yourself, figure out how it works, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Head over to the Facebook page or into the community section, share your opinion, and see if there's a possibility for them to evolve this into something much, much better in the time to come. Yeah, I think that covers it all. I'm not going to dive too much into it. If you have any question, again, please leave them in the comments down below. I will try to update you as soon as they put new stuff out. I know that Robert is planning something, showing all the units, showing all the sections, and kind of make a longer video of all this. And I think that will be highly appreciated by many. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yes, I forgot to mention there will be an iOS app coming really soon.